Aquarius, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new reading. Resolving the current conflict. If this title appeals to you, this is your reading. There will be something that resonates. There will be a message here for the Aquarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anyone who feels drawn to this particular reading. It is general, it is timeless. Whenever this reading finds you, take from it what you need. Aquarius, when you need it. Okay. 6 tarot cards. 4 oracles. And let's go. Aquarius. So, solving the current conflict. Whatever drew you to this reading, there is some sort of conflict you're dealing with right now. What sort of conflict it is may become apparent in the reading. And you may get some advice, some guidance, some messages, some clarity. If the cards will tell us. So we're starting you off, Aquarius, with the wheel. Well, the wheel of fortune, fate, and karma. The wheel you turn yourself. You don't leave your fate and karma and your luck to the universe, to other people, to circumstances, to situation. No, you make your own luck. You decide what's important in your life, you decide what you want, and you decide how to go for it. And there are constant options, opportunities on this wheel, possibilities, new potential that has been emerging for you in the recent past. And we have the 6 of Cups here. The 6 of Cups, reminiscing, reconnecting with your inner child, nostalgia, going back into the past, remembering something because something has occurred in the present, a situation, a relationship, and that reminded you of the past. So either go back to the past to see how you reacted and how you solved the problem, or you just want to remember the good things about the past, the good lessons that you've learned. All the lessons that we learn in the past go into our book of wisdom and knowledge. Yours is getting ever thicker, like everybody else's. And there may have been glimpses from the past that reminded you how to create your own opportunities, to be open, to be open-minded, to expand your consciousness, how to connect to your higher self and your higher awareness. So let's see what's in the middle here. 10 of Swords, releasing a whole load of mental burdens, a cycle of mental challenge, difficulty has ended. A new cycle is beginning. You see things differently because you have broken through the old pattern barrier of the past, the old constructs, limiting beliefs, fixed opinions, concepts, conditionings, habits, obsession, addictions do not serve you anymore. You're seeing things much more clearly right now. So we're good. We still haven't come to the conflict, which is fair enough. It might not have happened. The High Priestess, your inner intuition. This particular High Priestess is connected to the ancestors, to the past. So, yeah, connecting to inner child as well, the fairy. And hunches, inside instinct, your inner voice, your guiding light. Also correlates to the wheel. It shows us how much in control you are. And you have been for a long time, I have a feeling. Aquarius, making your own luck, forging your own path, solving your own problems, and pushing forward, moving forward. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. Well, the 9 comes just before the 10. There the cycle is complete. Here the cycle is not yet complete. So this is the cycle of mental burdens. This is the cycle of physical and challenging burdens. So here we are. This is the current conflict, which is actually not current in your case, but it is just around the corner. You may be preparing yourself. You may have an inkling something is changing, something is coming, something new is coming towards you, and you're trying to be adaptable. I think Aquarians are very adaptable people. They can adapt to any situation. They can talk to anyone from any walk of life. And they can feel comfortable in any sort of setting. And here we go. This is the Nine of Wands. This is you chasing the old devils away. The old dark thoughts are being dispersed. The dark thoughts that have been holding you back. The self-imposed restrictions. So, self-sabotage, frustration, oppression, the feeling of being hemmed in physically, emotionally, spiritually. Again, breaking through the old pattern barrier. You are very much in the swing of progress in your life, Aquarius. Nothing can hold you back. This is a fire card, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Fire. These are your soul desires, your soul purpose. This is finding your way on your true path, guided by your higher self, expanding that consciousness, widening the view, seeing things from a higher perspective, accepting yourself, self-respect, self-confidence, self-belief, and nothing can stop you. So the last remnants of the old cycle is floating away. This is very nicely depicted here. And we can see you embracing the future, the new potential, embracing your power. You are tenacious, you are adaptable. Your skills, your talents, you can use them all when you need to. We have another 9 here, the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, physical, material cycle being closed out. You are much more in control of the finances as well as your other attributes, your emotions, mental intellect, your spiritual beliefs. Much more in tune. You're bridging the world between the material and the spiritual very easily. You can jump from one to the other. You can be very invested in your material growth, your abundance, your prosperity, your financial stability, your financial security, managing your resources, but you're also very much invested of clearing the decks on all levels, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Butterfly, psyche, soul. Take a risk. Think outside the box. Go somewhere where you have never been before. Talk to someone you have never met. Do something you have never done before. You are in perpetual motion. You are very optimistic about your future, very positive. You have renewed strength and purpose. And the tide is certainly turning for you. The wheel also encourages you to take a risk. A calculated risk, yes. But it doesn't matter. You believe in yourself. You know you can do it. Therefore, you can do it. What we have here is the citrine, unnecessary worries, floating away. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. Well, not everyone believes in God. So what we say here, you give your burdens of your worries to the universe. Release it to the Almighty, to the Creator, for healing. Some call it God, some call it Holy Spirit, some call it the ultimate Creator, some call it the universe. It doesn't matter what you call it. Citrine is a stone of positivity, optimism, brightness. This is the state of being you're in, on which you move forward, the vibration level, positivity, optimism. You know the tide is turning because you make it turn with your wheel of fortune, fate, and karma. The majestic mountain. Overcoming challenges, resilience. There you go. Resolving the current conflict. The one that's coming up here, just around the corner. The release of the burdens. Unnecessary worries. Dark thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, and what we have mentioned all before. So you're overcoming the challenges because you are resilient. As I said, you can move in any circle. You have renewed strengths. You have renewed potentially believe in yourself, self-confidence, self-control, self-awareness, and you're connected to your higher self, expanding that consciousness. Now your shadow work card, illusion. I think I'm giggling because I'm reading for an Aquarius. Seek reality even if it's raw and challenging. Now, I know Aquarians make their own reality, so that's why I'm giggling. So what's this is about? This is about mirage, which is illusion, the appearance. This is the pond that appears in the desert, but it's not really there. Fantasy, deception. Okay, sometimes a negative aspect of illusion can be deception. So the thing you don't want to do is self-deception. That's a good message here. And yes, seek reality. You make your own reality, but keep control of it. Don't get carried away. If it's raw and challenging, well, you quite welcome a challenge now and again, Aquarius, don't you? So, yeah. The fantasy and the mirage. Well, if you're happy in your fantasy, in your mirage, in your illusion, fine. But sometimes we imagine something, we imagine ourselves in a certain situation, we find ourselves in a fantasy thought and situation, and it's not always what we want. So make sure you stay in control. You keep the reins, you keep that wheel turning in your favor. Don't come off your chosen path. The fantasy, sometimes we have more than one fantasy and we lose track of which fantasy is actually the best for us, which gives us the most freedom, the most balance, the most harmonious feeling, stability, relaxation, contentment. So stay organized and focused and don't get swept away with the illusions. I think that's the message of this card. So, Aquarius, it's been a wonderful reading. I have really enjoyed this reading. I hope you have as well. And it's been a pleasure reading for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take very good care.